The next thing is, where are all the parents in anime? We've talked about this, I think, briefly on the show before, but like, where are they?
Yeah.
Why are they? So, okay, one point I do want to make is that it's a pretty convenient plot device.
Sure.
For a teenager to have suddenly all this autonomy and get to do whatever. Like, again, back to Monica, rolling it back to Monica. When you have to fight witches at night and you're a magical girl and you gotta go do magical girl things, it's a little more convenient to not have anybody to be like, hey, why aren't you at home in bed at night? Where are you? Yeah. Oh, like, what are you supposed to
Maybe
say?
if you stopped fighting evil by moonlight and got your butt home and did your homework, you wouldn't be getting 0 on tests.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah, but they're always like, their excuses are always abroad. That's one popular one. There's always at least one parent that's abroad.
Yeah. They're always like, oh, my parents have important work abroad. And I'm like,
they left
that
you
real?
behind?
Where's your guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, do you just live by yourself? Do they send you money?
Yeah, do your grandparents or aunts or uncles?
Even then, like, no.
Yeah, we're going to America. We're going to go work there for a couple years. Peace.
Right?
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
Or you have like the grandparents or the uncle or the stand-in, like in Shonen Maid, basically the premise of Shonen Maid, which I still need to catch up on because I enjoyed that show. It's very Oron-esque. The whole premise is like, your mom's dead, live with your uncle. And I'm like, why your mom gotta be dead though?
Yeah, there's so many moms who are either dead before the show starts or they die early on. Like I think in Full Metal Alchemist, like the mom is a huge catalyst for the story, right?
Yeah, true.
But she dies. So sad.
There's lots of if you're not familiar with this term fridging, there's lots of fridged moms. Basically, it comes from this comic book trope of that actually happened. There was a woman in a refrigerator, dead in a refrigerator, and I forget which comic it was, but that's what spurred the man onto his adventure. So the trope refers to the idea of like generally a character, usually a woman, dying to spur the protagonist's adventure. And in anime, it's not really like girlfriends or wives. Like in comics, that's usually what it is. It's a girlfriend or a wife.
Right.
In anime, it seems to be parents a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Parents get fridged a lot. And again, I think that fits the convenience factor, but also the like tragedy factor. Like if you think about like Eren Yeager, like that's where his rage comes from
Right.
in Attack on Titan. Like, first of all, if Steven Tyler killed my mom,
It's not cool, Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Not cool.
not cool at all.
Whoa.
That Titan looks a lot like Steven Tyler.
It totally does. It really does. I was trying to make an Aerosmith joke, and my mind went blank. Like, damn it, missed opportunity.
Yeah, I was like, how can I make Toys in the Attic into a thing? It's an album. Anyway, so that spurs his rage. So I think that's another thing is the sort of fridging trope of how do we get our teens to go out and do something?
Yeah, I get that. But also, like, that happens a lot for moms too, right?
Well, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
never the dads. The dads aren't like, usually anyway. I don't see dads that are either dead or they're just non-existent.
Yeah, they're always they're the ones always traveling
They don't-
abroad.
yeah.
Sometimes they take their wives, but never their children.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Pokemon is an interesting example of that because there's like no adult men anywhere. There's old men and there's like young boys and there's like no adult men. And there was this like theory for a while that there was this big war in the Pokemon universe and all the men went and fight in the war and that's why there's no men. And there's like Lieutenant Surge is like the only, But that was like my first introduction to the idea of like, where are the dads? They're not around. Was watching Pokemon and being like, nobody, where's Gary's dad? Where's Ash's? Misty's
Where's
dad?
Gary's mom?
We know where Brock, yeah, that's true. We know where Brock's dad is. So,
That's right.
but
Selling rocks on that.
yeah, yikes. So yeah, that was my first introduction to like dads. They like, sometimes you don't even mention the dad. Like the mom might be dead, but the dad just like
Does not exist.
bounced. Which is really sad. Like
is
he left to
sad.
get cigarettes 10 years ago and never came back.
Or turned into a wolf man and
Oh,
into,
and
you know,
then,
yeah.
Or was Professor Oak.
See, he was there all along.
If they reveal Ash's dad, that's gonna be huge.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
God.
I will actually watch that episode. It's a very special episode of Pokemon.
The champion in some region, like.
Yeah, the absolute grand
Other side of-
champion turns out to be Professor Oak, and he just like, Ash, I am your father.
jeez.
And he's all, no, that's impossible.
And then he cuts off his arm.
Whoa.
Yeah, it just has one
Star
of those.
Wars.
Yeah, woo, Star Wars. I'm gonna try to sneak in a
I'd watch
Captain
that.
America
I'd
Civil War
watch that,
joke in
though,
here somewhere
actually.
too.
I totally watch
It's all
that.
about topical.
Yeah.
And then Ash has a robot arm for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes. Like Winter Soldier. There, bam, there. I made a Civil War joke.
Boom,
Bringing
Civil War.
it back.
Relevant.
Totally relevant. Not at all. But Western comics are like Eastern manga. So there you go. That's my
Yeah,
tie-in.
just
I'm gonna
backwards.
shut up now.
So last time we had a lot of blue bottle coffee. This time we didn't.
Yeah.
And it's still wacky.
It is
wacky
still wacky.
time.
Something
yeah.
in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
A little bit of fairy dust.
Pokemon news.
Is the the Pokemon news
totally
got us
Pokemon
hype. Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank your mom.
yeah. Tell your mom you love them
Yeah.
Yes.
and all that
please
good
do.
stuff.
Yeah.
shout
Or your
out to
moms.
Chi-Chi.
Some people have multiple moms.
I forgot Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball. She's a bit of a nag, but she has to put up with both husband and son going off on adventures. So
That last minute mom edition.
yes, exactly. I loved that. Anyway, yes, say I love you to your mom. Say
Give him a
hello to
hug.
her.
I mean-
Call her.
Yes.
If you don't like your mom, that's okay too. But
That's okay.
give your mom some flowers. She does a lot,
yeah.
probably.
There's motherly figures that you probably know.
Yes.
Say hi to them.
Whoever
Yeah.
those people are.
Or just say hi to us on
Give
our
us a-
Facebook group
Yeah.
at
There you go.
facebook.com/group/IGN Anime Club, the official group.